Welcome back to the Buddhist Knowledge Hub, dear friends. What will happen in the final moments of your life? Will everything truly end the exact second your heart stops beating? Or is that merely the beginning of an entirely different journey? This is a question that has haunted humanity for thousands of years. Neuroscientists study brain activity searching for an answer. Philosophers ponder the meaning of existence, yet Buddhism offers a profoundly unique perspective. According to the teachings on karma and rebirth, death is not an absolute end, but simply the closing of one chapter to make way for the continuation of a new journey. But what truly transpires in that final moment? Let us step into this journey through the lens of Buddhism. Part 1. The final moment, when the consciousness leaves the body. Imagine yourself lying on a hospital bed in the twilight moments of your life. The room becomes unusually still. The heart monitor emits slow, rhythmic beeps. Your breath grows increasingly weaker, shorter, and more spaced apart, until only one final breath remains. Surrounding you are your most cherished loved ones. Someone holds your hand tightly with a fragile hope that a miracle might happen. Another calls your name repeatedly through tears. Someone else stands quietly in a corner, trying to suppress the overwhelming grief rising within their chest. And then, that very moment arrives. The heart stops. Every sound seems to slow down, and time itself stands still. According to the Buddhist perspective, this is the exact moment when the physical vessel completes its role. However, this does not mean everything comes to an end. What continues is not this physical body, but the stream of consciousness, often referred to as the mind stream, or Vijnana, in Mahayana Buddhist teachings. This stream of consciousness carries no wealth, status, or fame. Instead, it bears all the imprints created by your actions, words, and thoughts throughout your lifetime. This is your karma, the only companion that will walk with every sentient being into the next chapter. Suddenly, you feel your body becoming remarkably light. All pain vanishes. The illnesses that tormented you for years seem as though they never existed. The sensation is akin to shedding a heavy, burdensome coat you have worn your entire life. You open your eyes, but strange as it may seem, the person lying on that bed is you. The physical body remains motionless, the eyes closed, while your loved ones embrace that vessel, weeping in deep sorrow. You want to tell them that you are still here. You want to comfort them, to tell them not to be consumed by grief. You attempt to call out, trying to step forward and touch the shoulder of your parent, your spouse, or your child who is crying before you. But it is all in vain. No one hears your voice. Your hand passes right through them like a thin mist. No one turns around. No one knows you are standing right beside them. According to various Buddhist scriptures, this is how we can visualize the transitional stage when the stream of consciousness no longer relies on the physical body. While different Buddhist traditions may interpret this stage in their own unique ways, they all agree on one fundamental truth. The body will eventually decay, but karma and the stream of consciousness will continue to operate under the law of cause and effect. That is also the moment you realize a truth that very few can deeply perceive while alive. This physical body has never been our true self. It is merely like a boat that helps us cross the river of a single lifetime. When the journey ends, the boat is left behind, and the traveler must continue on foot. The Buddha taught that all conditioned phenomena are impermanence. Whatever has the nature to arise also has the nature to cease. This body is no different. Born, growing, aging, and finally decaying according to the laws of nature. Nothing lasts forever. At this point, you look at your loved ones one last time and suddenly realize a profound truth. Wealth, fame, status, and material possessions are all left behind. According to Buddhist doctrine, the only thing that continues to accompany every sentient being is their karma, the wholesome and unwholesome deeds one has created throughout their life. Right at that moment, a source of warm light gradually emerges, bringing a sense of profound peace. Ahead, a gateway of light slowly opens. What awaits you behind that door? According to Buddhism, no one decides your fate except the very karma sown by your own body, speech, and mind. And then, your entire life will unfold before you like a mirror, where every good and evil deed is reflected perfectly according to the law of cause and effect. Part 2. The Mirror of Karma. When a lifetime unfolds before your eyes, you stand in silence before the gateway of light as it slowly opens. The weeping of your loved ones has faded. The familiar room is gone. Everything around you dissolves into a vast, unmeasured space, filled with an eerie, profound stillness. Time seems to lose all meaning. There is only you and your stream of consciousness continuing the journey. At that exact moment, the light ahead begins to spread like the surface of a crystal clear lake. One by one, familiar images start to surface. According to various Buddhist traditions, when the stream of consciousness is no longer obscured by the physical vessel, the imprints of karma manifest with absolute clarity. Every action, every word, and every fleeting thought throughout your lifetime now appears right before your eyes. You see your childhood, the innocent laughter, the loving embrace of your parents, your first days at school, and the people who once walked alongside you in life. Then, the memories continue to roll by like a cinematic reel that cannot be paused. You see the moments you helped others, the meals you shared, the words of sincere encouragement, and the wholesome deeds performed in secret, expecting nothing in return. As each of these images appears, the space around you grows brighter, warmer, and more serene. Yet, immediately after, other memories begin to emerge. The moments you lost your temper, the careless words that cut deep into someone's heart, the acts of selfishness and greed, or the mistakes you thought would be buried in oblivion forever. Now, they all stand vividly before you, as if they had just happened moments ago. The strangest part is that there is no one there to judge you. No deity stands in judgment to condemn you. There is only you, looking back at your entire life with an unprecedented state of awakening. According to Buddhist doctrine, karma is not the reward or punishment of a supreme power. Karma is the natural law of cause and effect. Every wholesome or unwholesome act leaves an indelible imprint upon the stream of consciousness, and when conditions ripen, it yields its corresponding fruit. You begin to feel the actual weight of everything you have ever done. The wholesome deeds make your consciousness feel incredibly light, as if you are being gently lifted. Conversely, the unwholesome actions make your mind heavy, pulled downward by an invisible, unstoppable force. No one is pulling the strings. It is simply your own karma silently speaking. The Buddha once taught, beings are the owners of their karma, heirs of their karma. No one can sow the seed for you, and no one can reap the harvest in your place. Every thought, every word, and every action is a seed waiting for its day to blossom. Suddenly, the collective memories merge together like a rushing river. The things you spent an entire lifetime chasing, wealth, fame, or status, instantly become meaningless. All that remains is the love you gave away and the pain you inflicted upon others. Right then, two completely different paths of light appear ahead. One is a radiant, golden light, warm, pure, and bringing a sense of peace beyond words. The other gradually turns dark, heavy, and filled with deep unrest. According to many Buddhist traditions, these are symbolic reflections of the different directions in which karmic forces can steer the stream of consciousness. Standing between these two streams of light, you are struck by a profound realization. The path ahead is not decided by luck, nor can it be bargained for through prayers. It is forged entirely by the wholesome and unwholesome seeds you have sown throughout your life. At that moment, from the depths of the infinite void, a mysterious presence begins to take shape. Is this the dawn of rebirth? Or is it merely a projection of your own karmic energy? According to many Buddhist traditions, what appears next depends entirely on the karma you have accumulated and the current state of your mind. In the next part, we will follow this path to explore the realms of rebirth as taught in Buddhism, where every choice made in your life today will gradually unveil its destiny. Part 3. When Karma Leads the Way. Two streams of light unfold before your eyes. According to Buddhist doctrine, the path ahead is not determined by any deity. Rather, it is guided entirely by the karma you have created throughout your lifetime. If you lived with compassion, practiced love, performed wholesome deeds, and abstained from evil, your consciousness will feel light, serene, and naturally drawn toward peaceful realms. Conversely, if one lived in greed, anger, and selfishness, the mind stream will become heavy, fearful, and directed toward realms of suffering. No one is rewarding or punishing you, for karma is simply the natural consequence of your own actions. According to Buddhist teachings, depending on their accumulated karma, beings may be reborn into various realms, such as the heaven realm, the human realm, the hungry ghost realm, the animal realm, or other planes of intense suffering. Each realm perfectly reflects the wholesome and unwholesome seeds that each individual sowed while alive. Standing before these realms, you suddenly realize a profound truth. No one decides your destiny but yourself. Every single deed performed today is silently forging the path of tomorrow. Ahead, an ancient bridge gradually emerges, a symbol of transition into a brand new journey. You step forward, slowly. Where will the other side of the bridge lead? A peaceful realm of bliss, or a lifetime filled with trials and tribulations? The answer rests entirely upon the very karma you have created throughout your life. Part 4. Stepping through the gateway of rebirth. Which path awaits you? You step forward slowly. The mist gradually dissolves, revealing a road that stretches into eternity. The memories of the life you just left behind have faded. The weeping of your loved ones is no more. There is only the stream of consciousness, continuing its journey through the cycle of samsara. According to Buddhist doctrine, samsara is not a punishment, but a continuous cycle of rebirth guided entirely by the forces of karma. Before your eyes, different realms begin to unfold one after another. First as a celestial realm, radiant with light, joy, and spiritual rewards, a destination for those who lived virtuously, practiced love, and performed wholesome deeds. Yet, the Buddha also taught that even the heavenly realm is not the ultimate destination, for when one's accumulated merits are exhausted, a being must still continue to wander through the cycle of rebirth. Next appears the human realm, a domain woven with both happiness and suffering. It is precisely because of this balance that being born as a human is considered a remarkably precious karmic condition. It offers the absolute best opportunity to encounter the Dharma, practice cultivation, and transform oneself. Then, other realms gradually come into view. The hungry ghost realm manifests, symbolizing insatiable greed and desires that can never be satisfied. The animal realm appears, reflecting spiritual ignorance and a life driven solely by primal instinct. Further beyond lie the planes of intense suffering, serving as stark reminders of the consequences of heavy, unwholesome karma. The Buddha spoke of these realms not to instill fear, but to urge humanity to abstain from evil and cultivate goodness. At this very moment, you are struck by a profound truth. No one decides your destiny except the karma you have created. Every wholesome or unwholesome deed silently steers the path of your rebirth. Amidst the infinite void, a source of perfectly pure light suddenly emerges. This light serves as a gentle reminder of the Buddha's ultimate teaching. The final goal is not merely to be reborn into a better realm, but to attain enlightenment and achieve ultimate liberation from the entire cycle of life and death. So, how do we bring an end to this cycle of samsara? The answer will be unveiled in the final part of our journey. Part 5. The Ultimate Truth. It is not about where you go after death, but how you chose to live. The journey gradually draws to a close in a space of deep stillness. All the realms you have just passed through dissolve into thin air, leaving only you and your reflections on the life you have led. Perhaps at this very moment, you might ask yourself, if everything is determined by karma, is human destiny set in stone? According to Buddhist doctrine, the answer is a resounding no. The Buddha taught that karma is forged by our very thoughts, words, and actions in each and every present moment. This means that the future can always be transformed. Every wholesome deed performed today is a seed of happiness for tomorrow. Each time you choose to let go of anger, to practice love, to forgive, or to help someone in need, you are taking a conscious step toward reshaping your own destiny. In the final moment of life, wealth, fame, and status will all be left behind. What remains is not what you possessed, but what you gave away. Your filial piety toward your parents, the love you extended to others, your quiet acts of kindness, your sincere words, and a heart that knew how to share. The Buddha once taught, hatred is not overcome by hatred. By love alone is hatred appeased. Therefore, if you still have the chance to love today, love more deeply. If you still have the chance to forgive, forgive fully. If you can still extend a helping hand to someone, do not hesitate, for none of us can ever know which breath will be our last. The true significance lies not in trying to predict what happens after we die, but in living in such a way that when that final day arrives, we carry no heavy regrets. Live with virtue, sow seeds of goodness, and nurture a compassionate heart every day. According to Buddhist teachings, exactly what you sow today will become the path you walk tomorrow. And if, after watching this entire journey, you remember only one single truth, let it be this: what ultimate determines your future is not the moment you depart from this world, but the way you lived each day while you still had the breath to do so. May you and your loved ones always enjoy peace of mind and body, live in mindfulness, nurture compassion, and sow abundant seeds of goodness, so that your life today and in the hereafter will always be filled with serenity. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha.